My phone pinged with a notification right at 3:47 p.m. on a Tuesday afternoon, just as I sat in the hospital parking lot following yet another exhausting 12-hour shift as a pediatric nurse. The text from my mom in our family group chat was shockingly offhand, practically upbeat in its harshness. This Christmas, we're hosting your sister Lauren's fiancé, David, and his family from Connecticut. There won't be space for you and Emma at the dinner table. My brilliant 7-year-old autistic daughter, Emma, had clearly been tossed aside just to wow some folks from the affluent Fairfield County suburbs. Then Lauren's follow-up text arrived, making my blood boil. But we still expect you to prepare dinner like you always do. Dad jumped in with his usual self-centered flair. And don't make us feel guilty about it. I still want my pricey Christmas gift. I stared at those messages, parked in my car as other families strolled past, hand in hand and chuckling together, and it hit me. After 32 years, I was truly finished serving as the family's free laborer. This wasn't some bombshell revelation. It was just another Tuesday in the Parker family from suburban Cleveland, Ohio. For more than 10 years, I'd been the go-to cook, gift shopper, party organizer, and emotional support for all of them. Yet somehow I never fully qualified as actual family. When Lauren finished Case Western Law School, who threw her 50-person celebration bash? Me. When Dad had his gallbladder surgery last spring, who used unpaid leave to shuttle him to Cleveland Clinic visits? Me. When Mom aimed to dazzle her book club with homemade starters every month, who supplied those free of charge? You know who. But despite every bit I'd poured in, I was never family enough to claim a seat at the table when it counted. I glanced in my rearview mirror at Emma's booster seat, still covered in her beloved rainbow unicorn stickers. She'd been marking off days to Christmas since Halloween, crafting detailed lists of sugar cookies we'd bake as a team, and wondering if we'd string extra lights on our house this year. How on earth was I going to tell my amazing little girl that Grandma saw her as unfit for the family table? What my family never grasped about Emma is that she engages with the world through a vivid intensity and sharpness most grown-ups have lost touch with. She can name every dinosaur species from the Mesozoic era, tackle math puzzles that wow her second-grade teachers, and spot emotional nuances that slip past everybody else. She simply handles sensory information in her own way, relies on routines for comfort, and occasionally gets swamped in noisy settings. To my family, that boiled down to one label: embarrassment. Since Emma's autism diagnosis 3 years back, family events turned into ordeals of shielding everyone else's unease with neurodiversity. They'd murmur about her stimming habits and hint she might require tougher therapy, which really meant keep her out of sight when VIPs are present. They'd forget to share time updates for Easter brunch, skip us on the invite for the yearly Lake Erie Cottage getaway, and always set up seating that mysteriously left no room for Emma and me. My phone buzzed once more. Lauren's newest request. Oh, and could you grab Dad's new golf club set from Dick's Sporting Goods? Thanks. Sure thing. Let me just shell out another $1,000 for a guy who couldn't spare a seat for his granddaughter at Christmas dinner. I sat in that hospital lot, eyeing other families enjoying their everyday routines, and did something I'd never attempted in my whole adult life. I powered off my phone without replying to a thing. That's when it dawned on me, a shift that would alter everything. I no longer had to tolerate this. The ER was oddly calm that night, leaving me too much headspace to reflect as I assisted Dr. Martinez with a young boy who'd tumbled off his bike. Children are straightforward in ways adults unlearn. This kid eyed his scraped knee and stated plainly what he felt. This hurts. Straightforward, honest, no family drama needed. On my break, I switched my phone back on and discovered 17 missed calls plus 43 texts. The family chat resembled a whirlwind aftermath. Mom, Bianca, pick up your phone right now. Dad, this is absurd behavior, young lady. Lauren, are you actually ghosting us? Then I spotted something that sent my blood pressure soaring. A note from Aunt Carol, newly looped into the chat. Heard about Christmas dinner. Excited to meet Lauren's fiancé. What time do we show up? They'd brought in relatives from Akron. That table had ample space. They simply didn't want Emma and me. I scrolled back through years of the same old patterns, each recollection landing like a punch. The Myrtle Beach family trip Emma, and I got cut from because it might overwhelm her. The Thanksgiving feast where I cooked for 14, but only 13 spots were set. Every instance, I'd rationalized it for them, telling myself it was sloppy oversight, not intentional shutout. But there at 2 a.m., still in scrubs, I finally voiced the truth I'd dodged to my coworker Sarah. My family is ashamed of my daughter because she's autistic. The statement lingered like a game-changing admission. Next morning, Emma skipped into our kitchen in her cherished Christmas PJs, dotted with prancing reindeer. She'd mapped out our holiday rituals since October, jotting precise lists of cookies to bake and decor to set up. Her thrill was contagious and untainted, free of grown-up baggage. "Mama, can we whip up those reindeer brownies with pretzel antlers this weekend?" she asked, neatly aligning her breakfast items in the exact order that steadied her world. Seeing her position toast, orange juice, and vitamins with geometric accuracy, I marveled at how anyone could view this stunning, gifted child as an issue to control instead of a treasure to cherish. That's when the idea flashed like a bolt. I fired up my laptop and dove into research on Christmas in New York City. The Plaza Hotel offered a holiday deal costing precisely what I'd budgeted for family presents. Ice skating in Central Park, the Rockefeller Center tree, Broadway matinees tailored for a 7-year-old music and story fan. Emma peeked over my shoulder, eyes sparkling with wonder. "What's that, Mama?" "I'm scouting a super special Christmas getaway. Just you and me." Her face glowed like Times Square. "Like a real adventure with swanky hotels and room service. Precisely like that, sweetheart." For the first time in years, true excitement welled up in me. Not the stress rush of appeasing unpleasable folks, but pure eagerness for enchantment. The family calls ramped up over the following days. Each voicemail ramped up the urgency. Dad dropped a real gem. "Bianca Marie Parker, call me back this second. This immature nonsense ends now. We have a dinner to plan, right?" We, as if I were in on the decisions instead of mere unpaid kitchen help. When Mom finally reached me on lunch break, her tone strained with near panic. "Bianca, at last. Do you realize how concerned we've been?" "Concerned about what exactly?" "About you? You haven't answered a thing. Lauren needs to lock in the menu. And your father worries about his golf clubs." I took a slow, intentional bite of my turkey sandwich, savoring it. Conversations shifted dramatically when you stopped scrambling to solve everyone else's messes. "Mom, where precisely are Emma and I meant to eat this wondrous dinner you're organizing?" Silence. Then, well, you get the picture. David's family comes from old Connecticut wealth, very traditional. And with Emma's needs, it might suit all if you stuck to kitchen tasks while we handled the formal dining. Kitchen tasks, like paid staff unworthy of joining the family I'd slaved for over years. So we prepare it, but we don't partake. Don't be overdramatic, Bianca. You know we adore you both. It's just tricky this year. Actually, it's dead simple. You're embarrassed by my daughter. It's not embarrassment. It's about what suits everyone best. Everyone but Emma and me. I ended the call without a farewell, a move that would have mortified me a week prior. Now it seemed the sole rational reply to utter madness. December 23rd broke clear and frosty in Cleveland, the sort of winter dawn that evokes a Norman Rockwell scene. Emma was up before her alarm, perched cross-legged on her bed with her purple suitcase spread wide, meticulously reviewing her packing list one last time like a NASA pro. "Mama, did you pack your fancy dress for the hotel restaurant?" "I did." "Did you pack your special ice skating mittens?" "Check." "And my camera for photos and my Christmas journal and my comfort blanket for the train." We were riding Amtrak to New York, a detail that had thrilled Emma since I mentioned it. She adored the steady train rhythm, the reliable sway that mimicked a gentle cradle as America blurred past her window. My phone stayed blissfully silent all morning, though I figured that'd flip soon. By then, somebody would have clocked that Christmas dinner for 12 wouldn't whip itself up. As we stowed our bags in my Honda, neighbor Mrs. Patterson popped up at her mailbox with her typical warm nosiness. "Heading someplace fun for the holidays?" "New York City. Emma's first visit." Emma nearly hopped in place. "We're seeing the huge Christmas tree and ice skating and eating fancy pancakes in our room." "How marvelous. Nothing beats Christmas in the city." The train eased out of Cleveland's Lakefront station as my phone began ringing nonstop. Mom's name lit the screen. I looked at Emma, fully immersed in sketching our trip in her travel journal, capturing every anticipated sight with care. Bianca, thank heavens. Where are you? I'm at Giant Eagle and can't locate the shopping list you always provide. I'm not doing a list this year, Mom. What do you mean? You always handle the shopping list. How will I know the ingredients you require? I'm not cooking this year. Remember? Lauren said she'd take over. But Lauren has no clue how to feed 12 people. 12 people. Even in her frenzy, she skipped counting Emma and me. Then perhaps you should have considered that before deeming us unworthy to dine with. Bianca, where are you? You sound different. I gazed out at the rushing Ohio fields, then at Emma sketching happily next to me, and sensed something absent for years. Total calm. I'm right where I ought to be, Mom. The Plaza Hotel lobby surpassed every dream. Marble floors shone beneath chandeliers worth more than my yearly pay. Emma's eyes widened at the storybook holiday trimmings. A towering Christmas tree ruled the central area, adorned with gold and silver baubles twinkling like trapped stars. Mama, it's like walking into a film. The concierge welcomed Emma as if she were royalty, gifting her a special Plaza Teddy and detailing holiday fun with real warmth. No one judged her eager hand flaps or whispered behind her back. Here, her delight was just celebrated as the beauty it was. Our 12th floor suite overlooked Central Park, and Emma dashed room to room, soaking in every plush feature. The sitting area boasted furnishings fancier than our whole home, and the bathroom featured a marble tub ideal for epic bubble baths. Can we truly pick anything from this menu? She queried, analyzing room service like a scientist. Whatever your heart craves, sweetheart. 20 minutes on, we lounged by the vast windows, splitting warm chocolate chip cookies while watching horse-drawn carriages loop the park. Emma had slipped into her unicorn PJs and narrated like her private travel show. That's when my phone, switched on reluctantly, lit up with alerts. 17 missed calls, 42 texts, and voicemails likely laced with words unfit for Emma's ears. But amid the family chaos were unexpected gems. Cousin Jake from California. Good for you, Bianca. Long overdue to push back. Aunt Martha from Pittsburgh. Sweetie, I heard about Christmas. So proud you chose you and Emma. News had leaked past our core circle, and not all recoiled at my defiance. Emma glanced up from her cookie. Are they super mad at us? They're taken aback. They're not accustomed to no's. Will they manage dinner sans us? I pictured Lauren fumbling in the kitchen, clueless on thawing a 20-pound turkey. Mom dialing packed restaurants. Dad noting his fancy golf clubs weren't materializing. They'll figure it out. Folks sometimes must fix their own messes. Christmas Eve delivered ideal skating conditions. Emma gripped my hand firm as we hit the Woolman rink, ringed by snow-draped trees and joyful families free of drama or snubs. She toppled exactly 3 times, popping up laughing each go, soon befriending a girl from Texas on vacation. Seeing Emma skim the ice in unbridled glee, I knew this was childhood done right. Unshielded, liberated from the stress of perfection for the perpetually dissatisfied. That night, savoring hot chocolate in the Plaza's refined dining room, my phone rang once more. Lauren's voice came tiny, devoid of her lawyer poise. Bianca, I have to share something. We attempted cooking dinner ourselves today. How'd that turn out? Total fiasco. Turkey raw inside, charred out. Mom lost it completely. Dad got pizza for 12, and David's parents seemed ready to sink through the floor. For the first time in our talk, Lauren confessed a pivot. David's mom asked why our usual caterer skipped out. I had to come clean. We lack a caterer. Our sister handled it all for years, and we totally took her for granted. The rawness in her tone was brand new to me. David's dad deals with special needs kids in his legal work. He schooled us on autism stuff we'd missed. How smart autistic kids often are. How their unique world processing can be a strength. 3 months on, Emma and I plotted our spring break to San Francisco. We'd launched a ritual of duo adventures, just us. My family stuck to their vows of improvement with mixed results, but that's their path. Emma and I grasped the key truth. Our value didn't hinge on others spotting it. We were plenty as is, and we'd hold that forever. After all, once you've savored Christmas at the plaza, the rest is just bonus. If this story hit home, drop your thoughts in the comments below on standing firm for yourself and your loved ones. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories about finding your worth and crafting your own happiness. Remember, you don't have to settle for scraps and dub it a banquet. You deserve a seat at the table.